Okay, so a lot of people are upset with Yelp right now, that is the online review service, because they have added a new section that allows its reviewers to call out racist businesses. You have a business that's run by a bunch of racists, you could get them blacklisted on Yelp as a racist business. So a lot of businesses are upset by this because they think, oh, we'll be called racist, and that'll be the end of our business. Well, you know what? Two things. One, obviously, don't be a bunch of racists. And number two, more importantly, learn how to cook a grilled cheese sandwich, okay? I don't care if it's called a toasted cheese sandwich. You don't just toast the bread, throw the cheese on, and microwave it, all right? You cook it in a frying pan with oils, and you let the cheese melt into the bread. And don't use Swiss cheese. Use a cheddar-based cheese, okay? Also, treat people with dignity and respect, and you won't get blacklisted on Yelp.
Cheerio, Brits. I've got some questions for you. What time is tea time?
Look, if you call these things muffins, what do you call these?
Is it true that you drive on the wrong side of the road over there?
You know, it's pronounced tomato. Tomato. Say it with me. Tomato. Who's your favorite James Bond? Who's your favorite Doctor Who? Who's your favorite Beatle? Mine is Pete Best. I think he is the best. So I hear you're experts on this subject matter. What is the best way to treat spotted dick?
All right, number one, we can keep calling it Columbus Day, but we're going to switch up which Columbus we celebrate. Instead of celebrating Christopher Columbus on Columbus Day, we will celebrate Chris Columbus, the famous movie director and producer. On Columbus Day, then, we could watch Home Alone, Adventures in Babysitting, and the first two Harry Potter films. Honestly, the worst atrocity that guy ever committed was making Bicentennial Man. Okay, number two, instead of switching up Columbuses, we'll switch up famous Italian explorers, calling Columbus Day Vespucci Day, named after Americo Vespucci, a famous Italian explorer who came after Columbus, who correctly guessed that the land that they had found was not part of India, but parts of a whole new world, which is how he got two continents, North and South America, named after him. And best part is, not accused of a lot of atrocities. Now, yes, he did watch Native Americans having sex and writing it down. So he's a bit of a kinky guy. And
who's your favorite Spice Girl? Who's your favorite royal? How exactly is Prince Charles, Prince of the Wales? Like, can he swim underwater for hours on end? Can he communicate with the whales? Can he get them to do his bidding? Is he fighting off great white sharks? I understand that there's a lot of turmoil in your country, but can you say one nice thing about Brexit? Boris Johnson is your prime minister? How did that happen? I know we had Donald Trump before you guys got Boris Johnson, but it kind of feels like you should have learned something from that.
All right, number three is the one that everyone is going with, Indigenous People Day. Now, with Indigenous People Day, instead of celebrating Christopher Columbus, you celebrate the indigenous people, i.e. Native Americans or Indians. But I don't know, I'm not a fan of this one because it's like, you know, Christopher Columbus Day was supposed to be about celebrating Italians, and now you got this other culture coming in and pushing them aside and taking over, and we're supposed to completely forget. Oh, now that is ingenious.
That. Fuck. Who's your favorite spot? Who's your favorite royal? Who's your favorite Who's your favorite? 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 Who's your fa
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Howdy, Canada. It's your old buddy Violet Fick, wishing all of you in Canada a happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Now, I bet a lot of you think you ain't got nothing to be thankful for. Well, let me tell you, you got one thing you should be thankful for, that you're in Canada instead of the United States. As an exile myself, I'm telling you, you are very lucky you ain't here. I just hope for the one day that I can be thankful that our Canadian government has made man-moose copulations legal. But until then, I'll be here.
3 weeks to go before the upcoming election. It's time for another Dump Trump strategy meeting. I'd like to make a personal appeal to Joe Biden himself. Hey, Joe, the Republicans have been asking you a lot of questions about packing the Supreme Court, and you've gone out of your way to avoid answering those questions. Well, I think you should do that. You should let everyone know that, no, you're not going to pack the Supreme Court. You're not going to call for constitutional changes like retention elections or term limits. You're going to leave the Supreme Court as it is, even if that means having 6 conservative justices on it. Just going to let the cards play out as they are. If you were worried about losing support of your voters by not answering this question, I'm here to tell you we're okay with that. We're okay with you not doing anything. We're not trying to get a useful president. We're just trying to get rid of a really, really useless one. Okay, my turn. So, I see we've got a lot of celebrities, a lot of first ladies, trying to encourage people to vote for our guy, Joe Biden, using this old political saying, vote so your voice can be heard. And I cannot stress this out enough. That is a terrible message to be sending to the voters right now, okay? I mean, you want to encourage them to vote so they can send some kind of message. Has it occurred to you what kind of message people would want to send and who they would vote for to send it? Okay? Let's say someone wanted to say climate change is important. We need to do something about it. You think they're going to vote for Freddie fucking Fracker here to send that message? No. They'll go with Howie Hawkins of the Green Party. Or they probably just have the standard message of fuck the two-party system and they'll vote for Peter Scolari. Okay? No. It's not vote so your voice can be heard. It should be shut the fuck up and vote for Joe Biden. 5 freedoms challenge: freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom to assembly, freedom of the press. I can't think of the 5th one.
Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul and seal your doom tonight.
I want to know, if I were to show up dressed like this to our date, what would you do? What would you do? All right, check it out, webheads. There's a lot of rumors going around about who's going to be in the next Spider-Man movie. Some people are saying that both Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, who've both played Spider-Man in other movies, are going to be in this next one with Tom Holland, the current Spider-Man. Now, if this rumor is true, I got to ask, where's Nicholas Hammond? How come he hasn't been invited to this Spider-Man party? Nicholas Hammond, of course, played Spider-Man in the 1970s live-action TV show, The Amazing Spider-Man. Personally, he is my favorite Spider-Man, so I would love to see him in this Let's Bring All the Spider-Men Together movie, if it's going to happen. I think we should petition Sony to bring in Nicholas Hammond for Spider-Man 3. Also, Christopher Daniel Barnes, who did Spider-Man's voice in the 1990s animated series, we could bring him in. You know, let's just get all our Spider-Men together.
Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size, catches thieves just like flies. Look out!
Hey, whatever happened to the House Cup competition? You all remember that, right? It was that big contest between all the houses that went the entire school year. Most important thing in the world. You know, we get points here, we get points there. We get points taken away here, points taken away there. Right? At the end of the year, they crowned the winner. It was the biggest thing ever. Why aren't we doing that anymore? How come we're not getting points for anything anymore? Wait, what? People are doing what to get points? Who was playing with whose wand? No, I don't know what you're talking about. I did not get freaky with your friend in the library, okay? That didn't happen. Obviously, whoever you saw, they took one of my hairs and they put in a polywality potion, so they transformed themselves to look like me, and then they played, a game of grab the wand with your best friend in the library. Wasn't me. Okay, I didn't know the library had an anti-polywality potion incantation, so obviously I was under the Imperious curse. Mickerus, Dickerus, Mock. Give this guy a huge cock. Flippity, flick. Give me a massive dick.